Hi, here's another really dull video of the things I like to do. Uh, if I'm really bored, but I don't feel like scrolling or doom scrolling or just like zoning out and watching Instagram reels or whatever. Instead, I just want to look at maps and look at the names of places. Does anyone else like doing this? I really enjoy it. Oh, I have one route saved there for a cottage I tried to go to once. Anyways, I was just looking around here because I don't know this area very well. Oh, the delay is because I'm looking at my phone screen and not my computer screen. I was like, why is my mouse slow? I'm going to look at the computer screen so that doesn't make me dizzy. Yeah, here around Ottawa, where Quebec is just so close. There's the border along the river. I was looking at the names of places all along here. Because, that's a fun thing to do. Pembroke. Sorry, Pembroke. I don't know why. Like, I know the name of that town, but I don't know anything about it. There's Pemberton. Whoops. In the west coast, too. Petawawa. Deep River. Mountain View. What mountain? It's kind of bumpy here, but it's not like mountains. This made me laugh. Deux Rivières. Is it like a knockoff town? Like, first of all, that's on the Ontario side. Because there's another city in Quebec that I have been to called, where is it? Trois-Rivières. Are there three rivers here? Kind of. This should be called Two Rivers. I went here when I was a kid once, and it smelled like pulp. So I don't know if they still do it, but they have like there's paper milling or something. I don't know. A lot of logging, I guess, happens around here, and they send all the logs down the river. And I just remember these rivers somewhere in here is just filled with logs, like floating in the water. So that's how they transported them. I wonder if this is where there's a famous song called "The Log Driver's Waltz," where people would stand on the logs and roll them down the river. Is that where that takes place? Anyways, trois rivières. And then there's deux rivières, where there's not even two rivers. Let's go back to it. Where did it go? Not even two rivers. It's just one river. It's the Ottawa River. That's the Ottawa River, by the way. Is it because it splits around these little islands? Maybe. Okay, what else can we look at? I had an elementary school teacher whose last name was Nipigon. And I remember when Nipissing, I thought it was her. I thought that's where she came from. But it's not. That's North Bay. I've been there before. Nipissing, Lake Nipissing. Is there a Nipigon? Is there a Lake Nipigon? Now I don't remember. Big major highways that take you from Toronto to the cottages. Cottages. This is where Avril Lavigne is from. It's a very small town. There's nothing going on there. This is where Tragically Hip is from. And then there's all this part of, this is New York, I think? No, sorry, Vermont. New York. Yeah, that is New York. And I think I've been through here before. But otherwise, it's, I haven't not. So I've driven once on a bus from here to New York City. But I don't remember what we went through. And then I have also been to Vermont, to Stowe. But I also don't remember. It was just on a bus. I got driven there. This is all Quebec, and I've been really close, somewhere here for a wedding gig, really close to the border. And it's just farmland. It's just farms, and then suddenly there's a border, and you're in a different country. I have been here. Sherbrooke. Is this the Sherbrooke town that, what's his name, Dan Rogers sings about in that song? Oh, I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. I don't know. Okay, where else should we go? We passed the Three River. Maybe I can try and say French words. I have been here. Sainte-Anne-de-Beaupré, Ile d'Orléans. I have not been there. Beaupré, Bois-Châtel, Quebec City. Of course, I have been there. Champlain, Trois-Rivières. Somewhere, where is the place where there's like a water fountain? Not a water fountain, oh my god. Waterfall. Somewhere along this. Maybe it's in Sainte-Anne-de-Beaupré. I don't remember. Je ne souviens pas. Je ne souviens pas. Okay, and this is where Quebec splits. I have never been, I don't think, ever down here. So once this river gets, the fleuve, Saint Laurent, gets very big. And you can't really cross it after this. La Malbaie, I have been there. I think. It sounds so familiar. Or I took a bus there. But never here. Rivière du Loup. Oh yeah, I heard of it. Never been there. Rimouski. All the way to Gaspé, I think, is way over here. Yeah, Gaspé. Far. And then you're basically East Coaster. And this is where it turns into New Brunswick. So this, I don't know, I feel like this part of Quebec is basically New Brunswick. And it's weird that it's just not given to them. And this is where they also speak French and English. Saguenay. I've never been there, but I know people from there. Small town. Oh, wait. I think that's where some, oh, I don't know. I swear I've been here before. But why? No memory of that. Okay. So the top part, I don't know. This I think goes very far. Wow. I'm having fun. Are you having fun? I do enjoy this. I like looking at maps. Oh my goodness. We are hitting Labrador. That's so far. That's so north. Okay, that's so north. This is remote. It's like Newfoundland is remote, but like this stuff, oh my gosh, that's far. Of course, that is all very far and very, very, very remote as well. Let's look at that. Let's look at the East Coast. Yay. Okay, New Brunswick. Bathurst. I've never been to Fredericton. Or St. John. Not to be confused with St. John's. St. John. St. John's. Got it? Okay. We got Nova Scotia, which is attached. Oh, actually attached to New Brunswick. Here we got Halifax. Good city. I always imagined it was like facing more like right on the edge, but it's kind of facing south. Lunenburg. And then I have driven here. You have to cross the bridge. I remember it was like sketchy ones. Like Google Maps wanted me to take a ferry, which didn't leave very often, or it was closed instead of taking the road. And I had to do like a big 30-minute turn. It was not bad. It was only a 30-minute detour. I forget where that was now. where it wanted me to take this ferry. Maybe it was like once we were on the island. Is this part of New Brunswick is an island. It's actually separated. Maybe it was, yeah, I don't remember where. You go that way by accident. I don't remember. I don't recall. Going all the way here to Badek. This is where basically the telephone was invented, believe it or not. Okay, that's not maybe not where it was invented, but that's where Alexander Graham Bell lived with his family. And this may be where they accepted or sent the first phone call across Atlantic. So that's Cape Breton, big park. I've been here before. It's very pretty. Where else should we go? Let's go. Oh yeah, there's Newfoundland again. Moose. That's I don't know what's happening here. This is where the musical Come From Away takes place. Is here. I have been here. I've been to the airport. That's from that musical when I was a kid, pre 9/11. And I have been here, but a long time ago. Did you know there's a city called Delta? Isn't that funny? I've been here and it was lovely. I loved this. I was a kid though. It was really cool. We went to some place. Maybe it's over here. Yeah. I think this is the furthest east part of Canada or of North America. Furthest east. And I just remember there was a big, like, kind of cliff. Yeah, right here. And it was covered in birds. And it was, yeah, kind of gross. I'd go back. It was cool. The furthest east. Oh, I wish that had it on the map. Where's the Titanic? Here somewhere, isn't it? Titanic. Somewhere there. Oh, this is a different country. I forgot. I think this belongs to France. It's these little islands. Isn't that weird? Maybe it's these ones. I think this belongs to... Oh no, that belongs to Quebec. This is a cute little island too. I always forget that this is above Nova Scotia. And this is all kind of close to ish Maine, but it's way over here. Yeah, so this when people say the East Coast, this is what I think of for Canada, but then some people will refer to the East Coast as like, you know, here. And if you're American, that makes so much sense. Because that is the East Coast. Whereas like Toronto, I don't know why. It's just like it's not the East Coast in my mind. I guess it's kind of close here, but this is the East Coast when I think about it. I want to go. I want to know where the Titanic is. Google Maps. You should have the Titanic in there. Never been to any of these places. I'd like to one day. Manchester's so much further. Sheffield. Wales. One day. There's so many places to go to, I think, in Great Britain. And I want to go up here too. I want to go to Scotland. There's a question at a trivia that I did the other day that was, what are the top 10 hottest countries in Europe? I think it was, I can't remember. Of course, I said like, okay, Spain and Portugal, Italy, Greece, Albania, and then, yeah, it'd be like Montenegro. Surprisingly, not this one. Croatia. And then there was like the Vatican, and Monaco, which is still so weird that that's its own country. Wait, that's just Monaco? Oh yeah, right there. Come on. Funny border things. This is always funny. That Croatia just gives this little doot. That's the only coastline it gives to Bosnia and Herzegovina. I haven't been there. I have been here and here along this coastline. Sketchiest drive I've ever done in my life. Macedonia, I think, was on there. Kosovo. Is that its own country or no? Huh. And Greece goes all the way over here. Fun to go back there. And then I really, don't know much about North Africa. Been there before. It'd be cool to go one day. Funny border. Still haven't been there. I'd like to go to Seattle. Where's the border that I wanted to look at? Here. I think this is so funny. Because this is like Canada. And then this little right there is the United States. And I know someone that lives there. You can get the really cheap mailed things to you here, but it still needs to basically go through Canada to get there. Because there's no like boats that come here. It goes through this one little tiny highway to this little one like community. The UPS store, that's the biggest thing. Oh, I guess people have boats there. Marine Reserve. This is where we catch the ferries. Cool. I could do this all day. My longest video is just me looking at a map. Nice. Sometimes I like to look at a highway and see where it goes. This highway goes here. This is a really beautiful place. You've never heard of it? Is that the photo you want to choose? Come on, Banff. Show us some mountains. There's a mountain. Okay. Maybe Canmore is prettier. Yeah, there you go. Lake Louise. Come on. Oh, that's the photo. The sky when it's literally Lake Louise. Come on. Come on. Oh, look up Lake Louise. It's beautiful. Gorgeous. This is a beautiful place. Alright, that's it. I'm done. I need to stop because my arm's tired from holding my phone.